take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Here we go.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty, 11 Thomas.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out.
But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Well, here's another carry for Harris. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Pickett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer, and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. .31 yards on the punt there, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception,
Here we go.
it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. On opening weekend, show that he's right.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Harris running straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run again with Harris. And, boy, he is very close to a first down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run for it with Harris. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on is the lefty, Kevin Huber, to kick it away for the Bengals here on 4th down. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Pickett back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
7 yards there on the first down screen play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. Room here to run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On line, ready?
2nd and 11.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air from the 6. Oh, good return up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow will throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
We're going to just keep this line on a loop because we say it so often. 1st down,
Tyler Boyd. He's thrived in a high-volume role for the Cincinnati Bengals, averaging almost 80 catches and 950 yards a season over the last 4.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
12, stop.
Back to Mixon on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
On one, right?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
11, Thomas.
Burrow on play action. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
11.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
12. 11, MT, take. 12. 11, Thomas.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. From
just shy of midfield, Pickett. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Good play to get him behind the line there by Blake Martinez. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw, Pickett. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Pickett to throw on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the sack on 1st down, Pickett flush to his right. Completion here to Claypool. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11 empty.
To throw, Burrow steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
On one, ready?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
11. 12. 11 empty, tight. 11 empty, tight. Stop.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Steelers, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,